Welcome to the Rainy Day Writing Guild. My name is Brandon and this is my introduction video. I haven't been writing all that long, just a couple years. It was something that never really interested me until I decided I had an idea and I needed to get it on paper. So I'm hoping that through this series of videos you can learn from my mistakes and some tips and tricks that I've learned along the way. I've got a couple questions here that we can go through so you can learn a little bit about myself. My favorite protagonist goes along with the second question, my favorite book series, which is The Sword of Truth by Terry Goodkind. My favorite character in that is Richard Rahl. I just like the journey that he took throughout the series and his growth. It really related to me, and that book series, I feel like I'm there. Like there's so much detail and description, and the characters, they all really related. So I really liked that series. Probably is my favorite. And physical book versus ebook. Honestly, I get sleepy if I'm sitting there staring at a screen. So I like to actually have the book in my hand, see the progress, see how many pages I've gone through, and it's just get more of a connection that way. Pen and paper versus computer. Tough question. I started writing pen and paper. It's easier for me. I can sit down and write wherever I am. Don't need to be next to an outlet. Don't need to carry around a heavy bag. I can just go wherever and just start writing. Problem is then I don't like typing it up. I would prefer to just type it up the first time and go from there. So I've been doing most of my writing on the computer lately. What genre do I write in? Fantasy. Now, I don't know if it's high fantasy, epic fantasy. It sure feels epic to me. What are my thoughts on the Oxford comma? So in school, I was taught to actually use the Oxford comma. I didn't even actually know it was a debate. I had to look it up. But I do use the Oxford comma. Do you write the period inside or outside the parentheses at the end of a sentence? I would say outside. It just feels like it ends the thought, ends the sentence well. But it's one of those things I learn as I go. Cat or dog person? Definitely dog person. I've got 2 dogs, and although I like cats, I just never feel the urge to go get a cat. Greatest fear? Snakes. By far, snakes. I have snake people in my books. I have giant serpents as creatures and monsters, and it frightens me, so I feel like it frightens the characters as well. What is my zodiac sign? Sagittarius. I'm the archer. What is my Myers-Briggs personality? I'm a defender. And actually shows in my writing, my main character, defender. When I play games, I'm usually some sort of paladin or defender. It's kind of funny that way. I just took the test, and sure enough, defender. That's cool. Who would win, werewolf or vampire? So it's kind of a tricky question. If it's a powder puff twinkly vampire, I would say that a werewolf would be able to defeat it pretty easily, as long as it's not an oversized German Shepherd type werewolf. I'm more into the kind of like shape-shifting werewolf, crazy beasts type. I feel like in hand-to-hand combat, they would win. But if the vampire is smart and sneaky, I say that they've got a good shot as well. So I think it depends on what lore you're looking at. Is free will real? It's also tricky. I would say ultimately it is, as long as it's within the government's parameters. But I feel like I can make my own choices. Do you like to write with music or silence? So I write with background noises. I like outside, with the birds chirping, trees swaying, things like that. It just kind of keeps me focused. If it's too silent, my thoughts just kind of start wandering away. If it's too loud or there's direct contact with me, it pulls me out of that state of me focusing in on the book. So I would say I like some ambient noise. I would like to start using headphones. I think I like to listen to music to get some thoughts and ideas and kind of get in the moment of action scenes and some meaningful scenes. And it helps it show like a movie in my mind as I go and write about it. And sometimes music really puts me there. So I need to work on bringing my headphones around. But anyways, it was good talking with everybody, and I look forward to the next video. Thank you.